Many users have asked us for the opportunity to design and build their own CheckiO missions. This podcast is going to go over the feature which will let you do just that. We understand that missions can sometimes be complicated to develop in CheckiO. In this tool, we tried to balance between making it powerful and user-friendly. Users have been helping CheckiO developers to create awesome new missions for some time now. That spirit of collaboration has translated into the design of this new tool. Users will be encouraged to work together to produce quality content for their friends on CheckiO. This is the reason why we have chosen to have each challenge in their own public Git repository. I won't spoil the fun, but let's go through this step by step. For this podcast, I've created a demo profile on GitHub to show you how this works. I chose to go with GitHub because it seems to be the most user-friendly and has loads of tools for collaboration and development. Right now, this feature is currently being beta tested. This is why I would like to personally get to know all of our initial authors, because the task creation process is built on collaboration between authors and users. So, before we start having fun together, we ask that you send us a couple of lines about yourself and what sort of challenges you'd like to solve. Okay, let's make our first public repository on GitHub. In order to create this repository, you need to fork our template repository or any other existing CheckiO mission repository. Let's fork this repository and rename it. The only requirements for naming a repository is that you start with CheckiO-task-, then the name of your task. Okay, so this demo mission is titled String Tail. We have an initial string and a resulting string. The resulting string was produced by shifting the first several times over. The player's mission is to find out how many shifts were made to produce the resulting string. So now that we have our task repository set up on GitHub, let's complete the task creation form. Okay, your first challenge was successfully created. Uncheck the debugging checkbox, save your changes, and let's see how the first challenge looks. As you can see, our template challenge is to add two numbers together and features a cool illustration. You'll see that not only is the description provided, but so is a set of tests. This means that you can try solving the task in your editor. It's time to take a closer look at our repository and see how we can change it to get our task ready. We must change at least two things. First, the task description, which can be found in the info folder with the file name task_description.html. The second thing to change is the set of tests which are stored in the verification folder under the file tests.py. As you can see in this repository, we have a large amount of unique files. This is because you have loads of opportunities to customize your challenges as you develop it. Let's start from the beginning and change the task description. I don't need to type it up as I've already typed it, so the only thing I have to do is copy and paste. After making the change in the GitHub interface, we should commit the change and inform CheckiO that a change was made, and we should do this by submitting the change form. So let's see how our description changed. Cool. All the changes were immediately applied. Now I want to add a single test from our task description. Let's open test.py from the verification folder. Remove all of the previous tests and put in the one that we need in their place. The first parameter is the input arguments, and the second one is the expected result. Let's follow the previous procedure to apply the changes. Right now, we can try to solve this task with one test. As you can see, the new test has already been applied. Excellent. We have the correct solution. Let's use the tryIt function in the editor to try more tests. Now let's save these tests. As I mentioned, we have two requirements in order to create new challenges: the description and tests. In addition to this, we strongly recommend that you edit the initial code users will see when they first load the mission. The initial code should contain an empty CheckiO function and a couple of very easy asserts. Let's check that our code doesn't contain any syntax errors. Save the result code in the folder Initial Code, which is located within the Editor folder. And we're done. Let's save. So now we have a task that's ready for users to try out. Don't forget to tell your friends about this brand new task that you've just made. That's it for now. Next time I will tell you about the directory and debugging tools. Thanks for watching.